Northern regions of Persia, steps toward Khorasan and Samarkand. After the great victories of Qadisiyyah and Madain, the Central Persian Empire had weakened. But in the northern regions, Sassanian soldiers still resisted. These areas lay between Khorasan, Nishapur, Merv, and Samarkand, lands filled with mountains, rivers, and deserts. These regions were of immense importance for trade and knowledge. The Caliphate of Umar Ra decided that the light of Islam must reach these lands as well. This was not merely a campaign to gain territory, but a struggle to enlighten human hearts with the message of Allah. Hazrat Umar Ra declared, "Fight not for oppression, nor for wealth, but for the establishment of justice." This very spirit of faith became the foundation of these conquests. Hazrat Umar Ra appointed the wise and experienced commander, Anaf ibn Qais Ra, for the Khorasan expedition. Anaf Ra was a man of knowledge, patience, and justice. He organized the army and set forth toward Khorasan, with the brave companions like Qqa ibn Amr Ra and others. The soldiers were not mere warriors, but memorizers of the Quran, devout worshippers, and bearers of justice. Before departure, Anaf Ra said, "We do not go to seize land, we go to end tyranny. Wherever you go, make justice your weapon." These words breathed spirit into the army. Thus, the warriors of faith marched toward the east, where the gates of Khorasan awaited them. The army first advanced toward Nishapur, where local chiefs united with Romans and Persians for defense. Anaf Ra offered peace, but they refused. After a few days of siege, the city was conquered. The Muslims granted safety to its people and established an Islamic administration there. Then the army marched toward Merv, the largest and strongest city of Khorasan. The battle here continued for several days. Under the command of Qqa ibn Amr Ra, the Muslims attacked the heart of the enemy. At last, the city gates opened, and Merv too entered the light of faith. The people witnessed for the first time the justice and peace of Islam. After the conquest of Khorasan, the Muslims turned their eyes toward Samarkand, a magnificent city beyond the river Jaihan, Amu Darya. This city was famed for its architecture, trade, and learning. Its ruler rejected the invitation to Islam and began military preparations. Anaf Ra, assessing the situation, ordered his army to cross the river Jaihan. The Muslims built bridges of wood and hides. It was a sight of ultimate faith, patience, and courage. When the army crossed the river, Anaf Ra said, "This step is not to conquer land, it is to change history." Thus, the Muslim army entered the valley of Samarkand. The gates of Samarkand were closed, and the enemy gathered inside the city. Anaf Ra first sent a messenger to invite them to peace instead of war, but the ruler refused. Thus, the siege began, lasting for many weeks. The Muslims fought by day and recited Quran by night. Anaf Ra walked among the ranks saying, "Fight for Allah, not for this world." At last, the city's leaders requested peace. Anaf Ra made a just treaty with them. No citizen would be harmed, places of worship would remain safe, and whoever embraced Islam would be counted among our brothers. Thus, the gates of Samarkand opened in peace. After the conquest, the Muslims established a system of justice and fairness in the city. Mosques were built, Quranic education spread, and religious freedom was given to all citizens. From the treasury, the poor, orphans, and needy were supported. Muslim soldiers were commanded not to occupy anyone's home or wealth. People saw that Islam was not just the sword, but a message of mercy, knowledge, and peace. The scholars of Samarkand later embraced Islam, and the city became a center of learning and philosophy. It was the same city where later great scholars and hadith masters emerged. The conquests of Khorasan and Samarkand spread Islam beyond the northern lands of Persia. This was the same region that later became the heartland of the Turk, Tajik, and Uzbek nations in faith. The justice and knowledge of the Muslims transformed the hearts of the people. Madrasas were founded. The teachings of Quran and Hadith spread, and centers of astronomy, medicine, and philosophy arose. Islamic civilization turned Khorasan and Transoxiana into the world's intellectual hub. This was the spiritual foundation that later produced Imam Bukhari, R.A., Imam Tirmidhi, R.A., and many other revered scholars. This campaign in the northern Persian regions was a spiritual and intellectual victory in Islamic history. Anif ibn Qais, R.A., and his companions proved that Islam is not merely about war, but about knowledge, peace, and justice. The lands of Khorasan and Samarkand shone with the light of Islamic civilization. From here spread the radiance that reached Andalusia, Baghdad, and Delhi. This campaign reminds us that when intentions are pure and the goal is all pleasure, mountains, rivers, and empires bow down. The northern lands of Persia still bear witness that when faith rises, it changes the course of history.